Thank you, everyone. It's a Saturday. Appreciate everybody joining in, those who could make it. So, my name is Amit. I have been in ERP consulting space for, uh, I would say, around 15, 16 years. And I've been, I started off as a core team member for an SAP implementation. And from then on, I spent a lot of time implementing SAP in various geographies as well, India and outside. And I've seen SAP very close, and I've seen certain non-SAP ERPs as well, like Ramco systems and so on. And then I chose to sort of move on to an open source environment, and Frappe was the obvious choice, ERP Next. So I would want to share some of my experience as we go along. And what I do at Frappe is basically I mentor the Frappe consulting team. We are a very small team, and our intention is to kind of address the enterprise market, right? Um, so yeah. So quickly, sort of, telling you a little bit about what is Frappe Consulting, right? We are a bunch of domain consultants. People from different domains have joined us. We have lateral hires. We have people from universities joining us as well. And we are trying to sort of make an impact in the enterprise market, right? Um, how are we trying to make that difference is we have all of our consultants certified on ERP Next. This is kind of a similar certification that probably Basava spoke about, and he will open this to the larger community as well. So you, as partners and customers, will have access to that. So we are kind of, whatever we do in Frappe, we first try inside Frappe and then take it to the larger community. So this is how the certified material also gets evolved. So all our consultants are kind of certified. They bring a good knowledge, a very deep knowledge of ERP Next and domain, right? So be it manufacturing domain, retail domain. We have teams which are dedicated to those domains, right? And we have OEM's depth as well for complex engagements. So we know Frappe framework, we know ERP Next and so on quite well. So that also helps in answering the enterprise complexities. We work on a TNM model, so we kind of we don't do any fixed bids and so on. That helps us keeping the enterprise projects scope defined, right? So basically, that's what we do. That's who we are. And maybe the larger question is, why would Frappe get into the consulting space? Aren't there enough partners in the ecosystem who can handle? Yes, of course. I would kind of like to highlight very, very clearly that we are enablers in the ecosystem. We don't have any intentions of competing with partners. There are a lot of partners who are doing wonderfully well. We want to support that. So why is there a need, right? We believe that there is a lot of potential out there where Frappe can sort of help the ecosystem by making those by taking bigger risks, right? So as a part of OEM, we can help implement those newer features that come out. So for instance, e-commerce is what Marika spoke about yesterday as well as today in detail, right? So when some customer wants to take risk with that, Frappe Consulting is kind of willing to support them, right? Those are newer features, so to speak, or let's say integrations that have been built for customers around Unicommerce and so on, right? So Frappe Consulting has been managing those kind of integrations. So the idea is to kind of help the ecosystem. Once the brand is established, I think the benefit that will percolate down to the community would be for everyone to pick up. So yeah, we bring right sets of people, methods, and tools. As I said, on the new dimension tools, we help those integrations and customers with those kind of implementations. And we also do support. I mean, that's one of the key areas. So we help in smooth transitioning for enterprise customers who choose our implementation services. We help them with support as well. I would like to quickly share two market trends with you. We have seen we are doing more than around 35 to 40 enterprise level implementations. If you're wondering what is enterprise level, our definition is that the number of users should be sizable, definitely more than 25, 30, nearing 50 kind of user base is what we are qualifying as enterprise. So we have seen that, one pretty evident market trend, you also as partners and customers, you would have seen that there are virtual deployments happening everywhere now. Pandemic has aggravated it, but we see a lot of acceptance to that, right? And the second market trend is there are a lot of disruptors out there in the market. They could be disruptors who are aggregators in certain marketplaces, or who are running certain platforms and so on, right? So we have seen a trend that they are willing to partner with us and do co-deployments. When I say co-deployments, it's essentially our engineering teams coming together and sort of taking those deployments forward. These are complex business use cases which require fair amount of engineering depth to sort of get to the bottom of it and give those solutions. So we have seen that co-deployments are picking up, where these enterprise level customers are willing to leverage the framework capabilities, right? Who are we targeting as Frappe Consulting? Enterprise clients. I've just listed on a few, not limited to this, but we have seen fair amount of traction. So I thought I'll kind of highlight those out here. Very quick, our vision, journey and vision. I mean, a lot of you are older in the ecosystem than I am. So you have seen Frappe grow, ERP Next grow very closely as compared to me. But just this is a quick snapshot, but I would want you to kind of focus on sort of from 21 onwards. We have Frappe Consulting, and we have a solid backing from a team which is within Frappe called Frappe Solutions. Rohit, a lot of you. He's a very old hand in Frappe. He mentors that team, and basically all the technical strength that Frappe Consulting gets, we get it from the Frappe Solutioning team. And yeah, in near future, we want to sort of leverage on the partner network to kind of reach out, various geographies. We are very well aware we can't do it alone, and definitely we want to expand as Frappe, expand our global footprint as well, and have representative offices in geographies where we see traction. Right. So lastly, what I want to highlight is, if you're an enterprise customer who wants to bring in change through going into your ERP Next journey, do reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to kind of assist your use cases. Yeah, I wanted to keep it short. We are running slightly late, so the owners came on me to kind of run through. But any questions at a later stage as well, or now, feel free. I'll try to answer them on the chat as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amit. So there is a question in the chat box, after which you can take up the remaining questions along with our panel.
Yeah, definition of enterprise, too small. Well, it's a number that we find traction with. I agree with you. An enterprise of 50 plus users is small, but we see a lot of traction there. Not to say that we don't have larger enterprises. We have much larger enterprises as well who are, as I speak, engaging with us. Some going to as large as 2,000 employee base. So yes, that is also the other side of the spectrum. But I want to kind of again emphasize over here that it is somewhere. I look at it as a co-opetition rather than competition. I do understand partners kind of cater to smaller segment, and we are acutely aware of that.
Thank you, Amit, for answering the question.